Welcome to the very first episode of English Mystery. Today, we're diving into a situation that almost everyone faces ordering coffee in English. Jessica, when someone steps into a coffee shop, what's a natural way to start the conversation?
Great question, John. In English-speaking countries, it's common to begin with a friendly greeting like, "Good morning," before you even order. This sets a polite tone. After that, a phrase such as, "Can I get a cup of coffee, please?" is both simple and respectful.
That's a helpful tip. Some learners worry about being too direct or too formal. Is "can I get" considered polite enough in a cafe setting, or should people use more elaborate expressions?
Actually, "can I get" strikes the perfect balance. It's informal yet courteous. In busy environments like coffee shops, staff appreciate directness. If you want to sound even more formal, you could say, "May I have a coffee, please?" But it's rarely necessary.
So, starting with a greeting and following up with a direct request makes for a smooth introduction. Let's move to what happens next, choosing your drink size.
Absolutely. The next step is usually the barista asking about your preferred size. It's an easy way to continue the conversation, and it introduces some useful vocabulary.
Ordering coffee isn't just about saying coffee. There are so many choices involved. Jessica, how do English learners handle questions like, "What size would you like?" Or, "Would you like milk or sugar?"
It can feel overwhelming, but the key is to keep responses short and polite. For example, simply saying "medium, please" or "just milk, please" is perfectly acceptable. These concise answers are common in English-speaking countries and make the interaction smooth.
That's reassuring for beginners. Some coffee shops even use unique size names, like tall or grand. How should learners respond if they're unsure about the terminology?
If you're unsure, it's perfectly fine to ask, "What sizes do you have?" Most staff are happy to explain. Alternatively, you can simply use small, medium, or large, and they'll understand or clarify for you. This shows confidence, even if you're still learning.
So, being direct and asking questions is not only acceptable, but expected. Once the order is clear, the next step usually involves payment and polite exchanges.
Exactly. The payment process introduces more everyday English phrases, which are useful far beyond the coffee shop.
Let's talk about handling the payment. When the barista says, "That will be $3, what's a natural way to respond as you pay?
A common phrase is, "Here you go," as you hand over cash or your card. It's short, friendly, and widely used in English-speaking countries, not just in cafes, but in most everyday transactions.
And after paying, staff often say, "Have a nice day," or something similar. Why are these small phrases so important in English conversations, especially in service settings?
These closings signal the end of the interaction and leave a positive impression. Studies show that polite endings like "have a nice day" increase customer satisfaction and can even encourage people to return. It's a small gesture with a big impact.
That makes sense. And replying with "thank you" or "you're welcome" keeps the exchange friendly. For learners, these are easy phrases to memorize and use in many contexts.
Absolutely. Practicing these simple exchanges builds confidence and helps learners blend in naturally. Now, let's break down some of these phrases for our listeners.
Jessica, let's analyze the key expressions from our role play, starting with "can I get?" How does this phrase function in different contexts beyond ordering coffee?
Great point, John. "Can I get" is incredibly versatile. You can use it in restaurants, "Can I get the menu?" or in shops, "Can I get a bag?" It's a building block for polite requests in countless situations.
And phrases like "here you go" or "have a nice day," why are they so effective for beginners?
They're short, easy to remember, and universally understood. Research on language acquisition shows that mastering set phrases boosts fluency early on. These expressions also help learners feel less anxious in new situations.
For listeners ready to practice, how can they build confidence using these phrases outside the classroom?
Role-playing with friends, ordering at real cafes, or even practicing in front of a mirror can help. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they'll feel. Remember, every interaction is a learning opportunity.